Tim Bernhardt, 37 games last year for the Maple Leafs. 13, 19, and 4, 3.74 goals against average. He played in 5 of the 8 games against Chicago with a 4.16 goals against average. And Bannerman, last year, again, the workhorse in net. His second game, losing his opener in Quebec.
Watson holding it in. Rolled it to Olczyk. Here's the drive. He missed on a rebound. Bouncing loose in front. Troy Murray a hack. Now to Bob Murray. And a save by Bernhardt. We have a scrap at the side of the goal as Jim Benning and Troy Murray have each other in a bear hug. There's a stick lodged in between the players. Now the linesman removed that. And they'll get in there to try to separate the two as Benning looks like he got in a left hand. And now they tumble to the ice. The near corner, Savard digging it out, moving right in front. Now had it knocked away, but Larmer holds it in. Dean Larmer in the far corner. Now here we go again. A fight in front. Secord and Nyland drop the glove. Secord with a left hand. Now he's on top of Nyland, hammering away. And now Secord looked as if he had the left hand loose and delivered a couple of solid shots to the head of Gary Nyland. Free chair over the line. Free chair a drive. Bannerman a save as free chair went for the short side, but now here's DuPont pushing with free chair, and another Toronto player comes in. Blake Wesley grabbed DuPont from behind, and a very chippy beginning to this hockey game. Not unusual, though. The Leafs. DuPont really wants to get at Wesley, who, as we said, grabbed him from behind. The linesman doing a good job to keep them separated, however. But the Leafs playing. Atsopoulos to Steve Thomas, a shot and a save. Rebound! Bannerman lunging, and he beat Vibe with a loose puck and was able to cover it up. Barry Lehman for Toronto. Flipped it to center. Free chair gets it over the line. Free chair rolled it right on to save. Rebound! And they score! Wendel Clark, the #1 player picked in the draft this year, scores his first career goal as he picked up the rebound. That's the second goal of the year for Toronto, and they take the lead in this game 1-0.
Preacher one-on-one with DuPont, tried to beat him, had control of the puck, just a casual shot to the front of the net. If Bannerman just leaves it there and doesn't kick it away, there's no goal scored, but he tried to kick it away from the front of the net, and he kicked it right to Clark, and Clark just pushed it by Bannerman. Bannerman right there trying to clear the rebound from in front. Clark had a step on Bob Murray, and it went right to his stick. Bad break there for the Hawks and Murray Bannerman, because it was a very rather weak shot from Preacher that just got to the goal mouth.
In, Secord held it in, centered one, knocked away after defense by Clark, but Larmer kept it in for Savard. In front to Secord, and a save by Bernhardt! Brilliant save by the Leaf goaltender Bernhardt.
Save of the year so far. Great pass. Good job by Steve Larmer to keep the puck in the offensive zone. He was tripped up by Preacher. He still had the presence of mind to get it to Savard. It was a 2-on-1 situation. He slipped it under Nyland. The Secord on his off wing.
Face off to the left of Bernhardt. The draw to Savard. He scored! Savard, or rather Troy Murray, rolled it in front to Frazier. And the Hawks have tied it at 1.
Frazier with his second goal of the year. Great move by Troy Murray off the faceoff. He pushed the faceoff ahead instead of trying to pull it back. That's 95% of the time. The centerman tried to pull it back to get a shot. But that time he fooled everyone, pushed it ahead, got it over to Frazier, and he just put it past Bernhardt.
There digs it out. Now here we go again. Benning and Troy Murray. And Troy Murray with a right hand free has landed a couple of short rights. And now they wrestle. Benning and Troy Murray for the second time in the period have dropped the gloves against one another.
It started in the neutral zone, Troy Murray and Preacher. Troy Murray took Preacher's stick and threw it away. Preacher got a glove second time they've gone at each other.
To Larmer. Steve Larmer knocked down by Steve Thomas, and O'Callahan had to help out. He cleared it to Doug Wilson. Thomas stepped into him. He's all over the place. Now Fergus tugging up for Thomas. He scores! Steve Thomas with a great shift to open up the second period, and he gives the Leafs a 2-1 lead.
Thomas doing everything in the first 41 seconds. 2 hard hits. He knocked Doug Wilson off the puck along the boards as Wilson tried to get it up the left wing. Fergus picked it up, passed it across, back to Thomas, and Thomas advanced it, deflecting it off Murray Bannerman to give the Leafs a 2-1 lead 41 seconds into the second period. It was all Steve Thomas.
Center, but it hit the side of the goal. Now Doug Wilson rolled it in front, stolen by the Leafs, and cleared to center ice. O'Callahan gave it away. Here's Courtnall, a shot, and it's a rebound. They score! On the rebound, I believe it was the rookie Clark, scoring his second goal of the game. 3-1, Toronto.
The puck was at the center red line. Doug Wilson passed it back to Jack O'Callahan. Just a casual pass out of his own zone, intercepted. He was backing away, didn't get much on it. It was intercepted by Courtnall. He shot. Bannerman made the save, but again the rebound. He bobbled the rebound, and Clark picked it out of midair about waist high and batted it past Murray Bannerman as he got past Doug Wilson. The rebound, the whack by Clark from waist high and past Murray Bannerman, and the Leafs shocked the Blackhawks in the opening minute.
Steve Thomas ahead to Fergus. He throws one in for 5. He got there to shot. Had a save by Bannerman. It trickled beyond him, but he recovered in time to get a whistle. O'Callahan keeps it in. Shooting. Bernhardt the save. And the rebound of the Leafs. Now a lead for Fergus. Fergus over the line against O'Callahan. A shot. He scores! Fergus! A wrist shot right by the glove of Bannerman. 4-1 Toronto.
You have to be careful of Fergus. I think he probably has the best wrist shot in the game. They really let that go quick and hard. We watched them in Boston the last few years, letting that wrist shot go from the deep slot in that short rink in Boston. That time he got all of it. The quick wrist shot beating Bannerman. 3 quick goals by the Leafs. This time he just let it go. You don't see that too often, the quick wrist shot from that far out. But he has one of the best. Maybe Mike Bossy might have a better wrist shot than Fergus.
Look up the rush. Can't get it out, though. Benning moving right into the near circle. Cut for the net. Centered it. And a save by Bannerman. A sprawling save on Courtnall as the Leafs have the Blackhawks buffaloed here in their own zone. Here to Cassidy at the line. He rolled it in front. Tipped just wide by Troy Murray. Centered it. And a save. Rebound. And a save by Bernhardt. That puck looked as if it may have actually entered the goal, but apparently hit the crossbar.
A great play by Cassidy at the point to keep it in. He got it, not only kept it in, but he got it across to Troy Murray. The bank off the boards, he turned, fired it across. It was deflected by Sutter, and I think it hit the crossbar.
Steve Larmer. Bearing it ahead. Yaremchuk racing after it. Shoots. Bernhardt the save. Rebound. Bernhardt! Big save. As he has had Al Secord number to 9. A great chance for Secord on the rebound. Bernhardt stoned him. 4-1 Leafs. Island had it poked away. Free chair held it in to Courtnall. Russ Courtnall. Centered one. Free chair moving right in front. Stick handling. And he scores! What a goal by Miroslav Free chair. He had the Blackhawks turn inside out like pretzels. Brilliant stick handling by the Czechoslovakian Free chair.
Again, the Hawks cough the puck up in their own zone. Freezer, one move on Yaremchuk. Turns Patterson inside out. Has Bannerman down, and as he falls to the ice, beats Bannerman. But Freezer beating 3 Hawk players. A back pass, a blind pass from Courtnall to Freezer. He fakes once. He already beat Yaremchuk, beat Patterson, slips through Patterson and Bannerman. As 5 Hawk players were around him, and nobody laid a glove on him.
4 unanswered goals for Toronto in the second period. Now Savard on the board. Savard looks for a play. Center one, Cassidy, a shot right on, and a save by Bernhardt. As the rookie Cassidy moved in from the line aggressively, but he was held off by the Toronto goaltender. Missed the net as the result. Now we got a fight behind the goal as Secord and McGill drop the glove. Two heavyweight contenders, Secord and McGill. McGill got in a short right hand. Now Secord a short left as they're wrestling in close quarters. They continue to grapple, but not much activity. And the linesman will now move in. Apart. Now we got a fight at center. Thomas and Ludwig drop the glove. They're wrestling around. Steve Thomas and Steve Ludwig. A penalty-filled game here at the stadium tonight with all sorts of altercations. And yet another one here, and again it's more of a wrestling match than a boxing bout.
The boards in the Leaf zone, and the puck cleared out. Bob Murray tried to keep it in. Ludwig ran over Thomas from behind, and they had words in the neutral zone, and they wrestled right in front of the penalty box.
To dig it out and came to the line. Bob Murray, the drive, and a save by Bernhardt. Rebound, cleared, not out. Doug Wilson kept it in nicely for Bob Murray. Centered Savard. Bernhardt, what a save! And he holds on. The far board, Murray kept it in. Bob Murray for Rick Patterson. A shot.
Slow getting up after he was hit hard. Let the shot go. Bernhardt got a piece of it, deflected into the crowd. He skipped there, a busy man.
To the traffic and cleared to the line. DuPont a long shot. Bernhardt saved that. Rebound Bob Murray. Bernhardt made the long save there. Frazier gains the line. Works into the corner. Now centered one in front of shot. And a save by Bernhardt. Step in front of the drive. Here comes Savard back. Moves into the slot. Shoots one. Bernhardt may have gotten a piece of that with his shoulder. Here's Gardner over the line. Dropped it to Bob Murray. Across for Cassidy. He centered one. Here's Larmer, a shot. Bernhardt did it again. And he holds on. Tim Bernhardt resembling a brick wall in this game.
So cool with the puck moving away to his left. Passed it back into the slot to Larmer. And a wicked shot by Larmer from the slot. It was labeled for the far corner. It was a low shot.
Ahead to Sutter. Back to Yaremchuk, speeding over the line. Trying to split the defense. Centered one. Bernhardt stole the pass. Savard was standing there with an open net, but Bernhardt stole the pass before it got through. 5-1 Leafs will finish the game after this.
I wonder what tomorrow's practice will be like. Oh.
You ever heard of Attila the Hun? I think he'll run an easier practice than Bob Pulver's going to run tomorrow. You know, you made the point earlier, Dale, that you questioned the team's physical conditioning. I heard Bob Pulver say that very same thing last night, so you can anticipate some long and strenuous practices this week. DuPont carries to center, to Secord, a long blast, Bernhardt gloving, and it's all over. The Maple Leafs, who had scored just one goal in 2 games prior to tonight, have picked up their first victory of the year, while the Blackhawks fall to 0-3. Your final score, Toronto 5, Chicago 1. We'll wrap it up after this. A very, very sad way to open the season with 3 straight losses. The manpower is dwindling, and this team is not very deep.
That's exactly right, and I don't think they're in 100% shape. I don't think they're in the greatest of shape. They had a lot of scrimmages in training camp. They've only won 1 game in their last 11, including the exhibition game, so that tells me they're just not quite ready yet.
Well, 77 games to play, a lot of time to get it right, but the Blackhawks struggling at the outset here.